looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles. Taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense takes the field. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Uncorks it. He makes a catch. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
Now the pitch. Touchdown, Seminoles! Great job by the back on the option.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boston College's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he is picked off. So
there he goes. Got the first down and more. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Golden Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. pass on the jet motion. Plows through the defense.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead and coming around the right side.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Brown will throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's just nice patience and a great route. One-on-one, working the defender, taking his time, getting out of his break, locating the football, and making the catch just in time to inbound.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Got a little space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's McCoy. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Noles! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Brown wants to pass. Flips it out in the flat. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking downfield on first down. He throws back to the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6.
And the big play starts with the protection up front. This takes a long time to develop. He's going to start all the way on the right side, run all the way across the field, so you got to have protection. He hangs in there, throws the football perfectly. The big play, the big touchdown.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. First play of the period, first down here. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Brown will throw it. Gets it to the back. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Brown wants to pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Golden Eagles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team.
Looking for the end zone. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And he needed 1 yard and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the Seminoles are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Boston College, 7.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Looking to the big tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quick completion on the out. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Brown wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to set up the screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. how this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Finds his man. It's Snow. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Boston College will send out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Part of the backfield. It's Moulton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position if you're on 3rd.
They'll run play action. That one comes out hot down the right side. Lots of room to run. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Seminoles are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Webster. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Working that wide receiver screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Now on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Florida State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the... They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going to the ground. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Quickly to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Fights off a defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looking for a push on fourth down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And they'll just down it right there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the...
Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Great tough running by the running back, low to the ground, continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Got room to work. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on 2nd down. They're going to test the right side with this one. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And it's no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in front.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hard running there. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in Snow.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushed.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Webster. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Quick with the spin move. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. And the Noles with the 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Runs through the tackle. And a short run there, and that'll end it. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum. This team has looked so good.